Kaya natin, no? Ulitin natin.
Yeah.
Welcome to the powerful Komiksman podcast. Take 2. So, as I was saying, this episode is gonna be the first episode of the 4th season because I decided na yun, napuno na yung folder nung nung 3rd season and it's been a blast. This is the 65th episode of TPKP and we're doing puro JAMCast in the past couple of months and it's been awesome. I've had I've never even imagined that I'm gonna have artists like the ones that I have hosted here on the show to this is just a room. I'm just inside a room in my residence that actually this is my home office. Tapos biglang may mga artists na tumutugtog dito and lots of awesome interesting people have been here and spent time talking to me. So 64 episodes ang backlog ng mga bagong manonood ngayon. And yeah, check out the library. It's quite deep already and yun. But tonight is another JAMCast episode with a very special guest. But first, let's get a few things out of the way. This show is brought to you by Paradigm Shift Productions in part. Check out the Facebook page. Check out Paradigm Shift Productions for gig schedules. They do this performers block gig series and they feature indie bands kahit hindi indie basta some of the best acts in the metro like my guest here, also previous guests like sino ba, Ken with Rod Babaran and the rest, and also previous guests like Max Havelino, K.E., Ramiro Mataro, Mithi. Basta check out the Facebook page of Paradigm Shift Productions and to see the schedules and discover different sounds of OPM from a very diverse lineup of artists. Okay, and also if you're interested in doing something like this, check out the link below to download the program that I'm using. It's called XSplit. Nandyan, so may affiliate link ako. So check it out. Just in case you're interested in doing podcasts and also streaming games, mga ganyan, vlogging. And what else? Yun, this show is brought to you by Miyucha Lux Cakes. We're gonna be in Mandala Park this Sunday. Actually, almost every Sunday, nandun kami. And Miyucha Lux Cakes, we do vegan treats. So, mamaya papatry ko sa guest ko tonight. And we do donuts, cookies, and also cakes, obviously. So check out at hello.miucha on what's called this Instagram. Okay, so this podcast, please like, share, and join the conversation. Just comment, just leave us in the background tonight. We're gonna have great music and conversations as usual. And basta, kung ano mang ginagawa nyo, sama nyo kami doon. And what else? This show is gonna be is also live streaming on YouTube, and the audio will be available on Spotify and Apple Podcast. So, yun lang. Miss Dana Blaze is here. What's up, Dana?
I'm good. I'm good.
So, okay. So, can you ano ba? Ano ba? First question. So, can you please introduce yourself? Kasi I've seen Dana perform once pa lang in the performers block in Upper House in BGC, and wow, it's sinasabi ko, it her act is mesmerizing. And you're gonna we're rehearsing kanina, we're doing sound checks, and you're gonna see. So stay tuned, please stay tuned. Okay, so yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So I have my own music, and right now I have some demo songs on Bandcamp. So
Bandcamp.
yeah.
All right. Spotify, not yet.
I'm not yet because right now it's still demo songs, but I'm recording like for like a full studio so that I can put it on Spotify and stuff like that. Yeah.
How long have you been doing the rounds in the gig scene?
Ever since college, like with my band before.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you used to sing in the band.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I used to sing in a band.
But right now.
Right now I'm doing my solo stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So may I ask what happened to the band?
We're still okay. Like we're still talking to each other. It's just, everyone's busy right now. So yeah, we hadn't had a chance to like perform together as much. So we decided, let's just, let's stay low for a bit, and then we'll do our own thing. So yeah.
Okay, so nalimutan ko yung tanong ko na yung camera. Anyway, so your sound is really interesting. Siguro mamaya ako natatanong, no, pag narinig niya.
Okay.
So how long have you been going solo?
I've been going solo like a year now.
A year?
For a year.
But how about your previous songs? Was your band involved with the songwriting?
No. Like even with the band, I was doing the songwriting, but they would help with like arrangement and stuff. But right now, yeah, with my own songs, I'm doing the songwriting, the arranging, and stuff like that.
Okay. Okay. So what else? So you know what? That's kasi hindi ko I can't help but describe your think about the sound, and mas maganda siguro if they hear na lang. So can we do the first couple of songs?
All right. Okay. Sure. Get my guitar.
Okay, so stay tuned for Dana Blaze. Hi to Nicole Portelano. Hi Nicole, and also powerful Rod Babaran of Ken, and GCP, powerful GCP, George Carlos Pastor, Harry. Please stay tuned for what you call this. Basta keep your eye out for announcements of other guests, upcoming guests on the podcast. Basta may scheduled kaming ano eh, tawag doon yung Halloween special. Hopefully matuloy. Grabe. So we're just waiting for data to set up. Okay. All right.
Right.
Miss Dana Days on JAMCast.
This first song is called All the Rage.
Awesome. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so may I ask, who are your influences?
Influences, I think when it comes to music, inspiration like can come in any form. I mean, I feel like when it comes to like writing, for example, you can get inspired by like certain moments, certain events, or like things that you sort of accumulate within your life, or like series of events that happen, or just
Okay.
some sort of outlook, I guess. Certain perspectives that I write about. So it's not usually I get inspired by a song or an artist. It's just I think of the things that I want to say,
Mm-hmm.
like I don't know, some kind of repressed like emotion that I wanna, you know,
Mm-hmm.
talk about. So that's why I just put it all there, I guess.
All right, so ramdam talaga.
Yeah, in a way, yeah.
Awesome. Let's hear the second song.
The second song, right? Yeah, I'll change my second song.
Mm-hmm.
My second song is "Watch You Burn."
Wow.
He's in the back of my car, lay his body covered in blood. Nobody here. I use your fear to pull a trigger, and you'll begin. Watch you burn to the bones, till you're nothing, till you rise, till you rise, till you rise, till you rise. I buried you everywhere I turn. I still smell the warmth you never got. Watch you burn to the bones, till you're nothing, till you rise, 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 till you
Yeah. Wow. Oh my. Is she even human? Sabi ni. That was amazing, says Arian Byron?
Oh, Arya.
Arian
That's my
Byron.
friend.
Yeah. So Nicole
Hey, Arian.
says, are you even human?
Yeah.
So, you said, I think this is a stupid question. Pero, di ba, parang, yung, what moves you to write these kinds of songs? What kinds of emotions? You were talking about emotions kanina.
I guess more on that, like when I talked about certain perspectives that I wanted to write about, I guess it's also certain scenarios. I guess it's more of a visual thing when I write, I guess.
Visual?
Yeah.
Even though you're writing music,
Yeah, I know.
how does that work?
I guess like when you envision something, it's more clear what it is written.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know, certain scenarios that you can think of. I don't know, it makes
Like what? Like what kind of scenario?
because I studied film, so
Okay.
I'm a very visual person.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I kind of get it from my film knowledge also. Like, I don't know, it's like I feel like there's certain moods visually that I want to translate like with music.
Okay.
So I guess that's where it comes from.
Awesome. Well, the Nigel describes your sound as well. Actually, parang either Nigel or I. It's it sounds haunting pa nga to some point. At some point, diba? And it's very mesmerizing and haunting at the same time. And sabi ni Arian, well, in response siguro, if you're even human, you're actually a 98-year-old vampire.
Yeah.
Well, actually, diba, it's amazing. Tapos you have the look going on, diba? And I watched some of your videos on your Facebook page. Tapos parang would you describe your band as a parang goth or what?
I guess it's more of like the goth aesthetic is just an aesthetic basically. With the music, there's a lot of different elements, I guess, but like what I said with the writing, it comes from a really dark visual. That's why it comes out as something people would think it was goth. But the gothic aspect is just the aesthetic. But the music wise, yeah, it's a lot of different elements too, because I worked with a band, so they have a lot of input there.
What's the title of the second song you sang? Nga pala?
It's called Watch You Burn.
Watch You Burn. Why that song? And what's it about? What's it about?
Okay, so if you listen to the lyrics, it's basically about murdering a person, like somehow like a person who's a person that you really don't like. So that's kind of what I envision for someone that I really don't like.
Wow,
I guess.
that's dark. That's really dark. What the? It sounds great. Well, it really is haunting pala talaga. But it sounds really nice, diba? And also the voice is
Thank you.
something else, man. What's the title of the first song?
First song is All the Rage.
All the Rage. Is that a common theme? Rage
Yeah,
in your songs?
It is actually. It's more of like a repressed anger of some sorts. So I kind of envision that, and then that's where I get the lyrics from. Yeah.
Why? Well, may I ask where's this coming from?
It can go from anything, because we all have repressed feelings, emotions, anger, or whatever. And this is just my way of releasing that.
I see.
Yeah.
All right.
Rather than just actually committing the murder. No.
It's actually it's, I would say, should I say refreshing to, because right now a lot of songs are about usong-uso ngayon yung hugot genre,
hugot.
diba? So this is a little different.
Okay.
Actually very different. Diba? Iba yung hugot na parang first time hugot. All right. So have your songs always been like this, or at the how ano yun, gaano kadami, what percentage of your songs are something that like alam mo yun, may rage theme?
Sometimes it can be something that's not too dramatic as, you know, like murder, but
Mm-mm.
you know, it goes along with the dark theme.
Mm-mm.
I would, you know, I would say, because I think it's people sometimes, you know, as artists, we stick to some kind of brand or aesthetic.
Identity.
Yeah, identity.
Mm-hmm.
People stick with, you know, sometimes if there's like who got musicians, they stick to that. It's
Mm-hmm.
their thing.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, yeah, because it's within my personality as well. Yeah, I stick to that kind of, you know, and there's nothing else that I could, you know, make that is not dark, I guess. Like, yeah.
Okay, at least for the meantime.
Yeah, I
Okay.
guess so. Yeah.
But how about, you said earlier that you're also a filmmaker. You
Yeah.
started filmmaking.
Yes.
So have you done films with the same? How about your films? Are they the same as your music?
Yeah. I did my thesis film.
Mm-hmm.
It was very I would say very Kubrick inspired.
Okay.
Stanley Kubrick. It was it had, you know, like murder as well.
Okay. So where did you study film again?
In Mint.
Mint?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't heard about
Mint College.
that.
It's in McKinley Hill.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly an art school, arts, music, film, business. Yeah.
Okay. So so in your thesis, lahat ng is that project parang solo
Yeah,
project ba yun,
it's
or
a
is it
solo project.
so each
yeah.
all of the students, each of them would
Yeah.
come up with their own films.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. How many minutes is your film thesis?
It's a short film, so like 15 minutes.
Mahaba na rin yun.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to shoot?
Um,
How did you shoot it then, di ba? Kasi
Yeah.
you're just one person. Did you hire?
yeah, I had help from
Mhm.
fellow film batchmates, because we gotta help each other out, because
Mhm.
there's no other crew members but us, you
Yeah.
know. So yeah, I had help from them, and then we shot it for like 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yeah, but it's like depends on the schedule. It's not always, you know, every day. Yeah,
Who wrote the script?
I did.
You did.
Yeah, we all had to write our own scripts.
Okay.
We write it, direct it. Yeah,
Awesome. So how many years ang film school?
it's 4 years.
4 years
Yeah.
then. Oh wow. Oh. And now are you pursuing film as well?
I'm pursuing like in line with that, like with production. I have freelance work as a videographer,
Mm-hmm.
and I also have a full-time work as a video editor.
Video editor.
Yeah.
For who? You said YouTubers, di ba? Parang
Yeah,
ganun.
YouTube. Yeah.
Like.
I work right now. I work for Erwan Yusuf.
Oh. And who else? Who else? Do you accept parang?
Because basically his production company, like we can work with other clients,
Mhm.
I guess.
Oh,
Like
okay.
sometimes I edited videos for Raymond Gutierrez or
Ah, okay. Well, it's the same. It's more or less the same network. Diba,
Yeah, I
these
guess, yeah,
days? Okay. Great. So how is it?
it's cool. It's cool.
How many videos do you edit in a week?
No, it depends on what kind of video. If it's like a long documentary-ish video, it would take like 2 to 3 weeks. But like the short cooking videos would take like a day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do you get to eat for free and do you get to taste the
Yeah.
cooking at least?
Yeah, sometimes.
Is it really good?
It's good. Yeah,
Okay.
he's good.
Cool.
I can't talk bad about my boss.
Anyway. So, but then about your, do you also shoot or?
Yeah, I do. I do like videography jobs on the side, like as a freelance. And I work with Dojo Drifter as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw your Instagram. puro mga ano madami kang photography na
Yeah,
posts. Diba?
photography,
So,
videos.
and now you also do Dojo Drifter, the powerful Gab Pangalangan of diba?
Shout
Ay,
out.
naging guest ko na dito yun.
Oh,
Diba?
really?
Yeah. We had a post-fight
Analysis.
parang
Post-fight
ganun,
analysis.
post-fight analysis of one of the events dun sa
Ooh.
sino ba? Cormier versus Stipe 1.
Oh.
Yun. Pumunta ako dun sa
Whoa.
but it's and yan, since we've talked about that, parang you are also a big UFC fan.
Yeah,
MMA
MMA fan, yeah.
Let's talk about that later.
Later.
After you. Kasi ang
Gonna
haba
nerd.
na naman, ang habang usapan to pagdating sa MMA.
We're gonna geek out.
Yeah. Kasi I'm a huge MMA fan, and
Yeah, dude, same.
basta it's one of my ano yun, parang joys in life.
Yeah, same.
Diba?
Yeah.
Yan, madaming rage na.
There's a lot of rage there.
Yeah. So let's do the next set.
Okay, alright.
Alright. Dana Blaze on JAMCast here on the Powerful Komiksman podcast. I-share mo ang live stream na to. Ano tawag doon? Ipamahagi ang mabuting balita ng Pinoy podcasting. If you're new to Pinoy podcasting or podcasting in general, especially itong podcast ko, ang pinakamaarting podcast sa Pilipinas na alam ko Anyway, and we're also doing JAMcasts like this episode tonight with Miss Dana Blaze.
This next song is called The River. This is my last song.
Ay, last song na. Sige. Let's say the last song pala.
Okay.
Later.
Alright.
Okay. Alright, so let's talk about MMA muna. Yes, I always get excited when alam mo yun, when guests are MMA fans. Si Gab of KE was one.
Yeah. Also, yeah.
Yun. So first may let me ask your gig about with Dojo Drifter. What did you do? It's are you a photographer in the local scene?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's I do freelance work as a videographer for Dojo Drifter.
Mm-hmm.
So I covered events for them. The very first one was the event with Cowboy when he came here, and I met him.
Oh wow!
And, like,
how was it?
It was the greatest day of my life.
Really?
Yeah.
Is a Cowboy your favorite?
He's my favorite ever. He's super nice,
Mm-hmm.
and he was. It's true what they say. He's like the fan favorite because he's super nice. Like when I asked for a picture, then he said like, and I said like, oh, I'm a really big fan.
Mm-hmm.
And then he gave me the biggest hug. Like I'm so short and he's so tall, and like I was just fangirling. Like,
Wow.
oh my god. Yeah.
He should have carried you.
He could have.
Well,
yeah.
pero if you're not familiar with Cowboy Cerrone is really one of the most beloved.
He
I don't know,
is,
parang
yeah.
he's gonna go down. You can't I don't know anyone who hates that guy.
Yeah.
Diba? Parang
Yeah.
he's just that kind of dude na parang a total man's man,
Yeah,
total ano mo yun, ladies man din.
Yeah.
Diba? So if and also of course what endeared him to the MMA fans of course would be his willingness and
Yeah.
to fight all the time.
Yeah.
Diba? He's like the record holder of
most fights, most wins.
most wins. Kasi he has probably the most fights in the
most fights
diba?
also, yeah.
Probably, no?
I guess, yeah.
I can't confirm that.
Yeah.
Pero he's probably has the most fights.
Yeah.
And even if he loses, he's still shit.
He's still
Okay, you can't root against that.
Yeah.
Diba? So, grabe si Cowboy. So, have you been to the Dojo Drifter watch parties?
No, yung mga live stream, live like when there's a fight. No, not yet.
Yun, actually dun ko na-meet talaga sila si Gab.
Yeah.
Yan, si George Pastor. And also si Chris Hoffman, the URCC champion.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it was a great time every time na magkakaroon ng event si Gab. Actually, dapat mag-fight companion tayo dito, di ba?
Yeah.
Are you up to it?
I'm so down.
Diba?
I'm so down.
Tayo dito,
Yeah.
no? Maglalagay lang ako ng TV dito.
Yeah, it's lit. Yeah.
Oh my God! Yes! May kasama na ako. Actually, I started an MMA podcast. Have you joined the Pinoy MMA Talk? No, there's this Pinoy MMA Talk Facebook group. Tapos yun, nandun yung mga Pinoy fans. Okay naman.
Yeah.
Before medyo nakakainis yung mga mga ngayon, yung mga comments. Pero ngayon, parang it's getting taken over by the more educated.
Because it's growing, diba? Filipino MMA fans, especially, yeah.
So, do you train at all?
I do, yeah. I do a bit of Muay Thai, but just for fun,
Is it how ano bang tawag doon? How often do you meet other girls who like MMA?
Not very often.
Not very
yeah.
often.
Now that I think
Even
of it.
guys here, no? Parang konti lang talaga yung mga hardcore na fans.
Yeah.
Diba? So, who's your favorite fighter?
Well, Cowboy. Yeah,
Cowboy.
my favorite fighter. Cowboy.
Who else?
I think GSP also, because he's kind of really down to earth, I guess I would say, because he's one of the greatest,
Mm-hmm.
I would say, to ever do it, and he's
Yeah.
never got caught
Oh,
with,
wow.
you know, there's no record of him actually.
Doping?
Yeah,
Ah,
doping,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Well, syempre, parang, is he already indicted in the
The
Hall
Hall
of
of
Fame?
Fame, I'm not sure. I think not yet, because he might still be active. Or I
Yeah.
don't know because
Well,
of the Khabib.
he's picking his
Yeah,
fights now.
yeah,
Uh, it's kind of parang hassle that Khabib, kasi Khabib is
yeah,
so dominant
yeah. He
in
is.
wrestling. Well, and everything else. Well, because of his wrestling,
Mm-hmm.
he's dominant overall.
Yeah.
Diba? But then, if there's anyone that comes close with the skill, it would be GSP.
GSP. Yeah.
But the problem is, GSP is over 40 years old now, right?
I
But
think 38.
38?
I think,
Yeah. Mga ganun.
Yeah.
Pero, do you think he's past his prime? Maybe not.
No,
No,
because
diba?
I've seen him recently. He did like a 72-hour water diet
Mm-hmm.
and like just water fasting pala.
Mhm.
And then like he looks super thin because Khabib is lightweight, so he's
Mhm.
trying to get to lightweight. I guess is what I'm.
Ah, yeah. Oh my god, that's gonna be
Yeah,
something to look forward to. No?
yeah.
Do you think it'll happen?
I don't think anytime soon. I think it should be Tony Ferguson first.
Yeah,
for sure.
diba? Kasi the problem with that division is it's so stacked.
It is.
Diba? So parang it's already a disservice na nga to Tony that he hasn't fought for the title
Yeah.
for a couple of
yeah,
years na siguro,
yeah.
'di ba? Parang 2 years ago, he's a contender already for the title.
Yeah.
Pero minamalas kasi siya eh, 'di ba?
Yeah,
As a-
laging ano.
he's supposed to fight Khabib 3 times already.
4 or 5 times, right?
Talaga?
Diba?
Yeah.
5
5
times.
times na ba? And it
Yeah.
always falls apart.
It's either one or the
Yeah.
other who,
Mhm.
know.
And nag-trip siya sa wire.
Oh yeah, 'di ba?
Tripped on the wire.
That is so, alam mo yun, parang fucking unfortunate. Na
Yeah,
parang
dude.
almost borderline stupid pa nga yung
Yeah.
pagkaano niya eh, di ba?
Yeah.
Na-aksidente siya doon. The baddest guy in the planet
Yeah.
trips. Di ba? Parang,
Trips on wires.
Di ba? Parang what the fuck? Pero sobrang ano siya, sobrang that's a monster.
Yeah.
Tony Ferguson.
Yeah, Tony Ferguson.
So, if you sa mga nakakakilala kay Tony Ferguson, I'm not sure how many. Well, I have guested MMA athletes here, so some of the followers would know these things.
Mhm.
Pero basta it's what did you like about MMA in general? Why is it alam mo yun, attractive to you?
The violence, of course.
Violence.
Because it's real when
Mhm.
you're out there, and there's no like big gloves like boxing. I
Mhm.
mean, it just feels so raw. You
Mhm.
know, like you can see like it's super real that people are bleeding all over, and it's just
What's your favorite UFC moment? Moment lang. Moment muna, not fight.
moment. Jorge Masvidal with the flying
With the flying
knee.
knee. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Grabe. That
Dude.
nobody
was-
saw it coming,
yeah.
no? Diba?
Nobody.
5 seconds. Knock out
Ah.
si Ben Askren who many
Yeah.
says na a potential contender to Khabib din
Dude,
because he's
yeah.
wrestling based. Diba?
Well, used to be.
Di ba? Tapos yun nga undefeated din.
Mm-mm.
Pero you can argue na wala he just he also got caught obviously. Pero you can't also say na it was a fluke. Di ba?
Yeah.
That was parang sinwerte lang siya, di
It's
ba?
also mind games.
Mm.
Si Jorge. Like he's been doing yung backward hand, yung
Yeah.
hands in the back thing,
Yeah.
like the whole week
Yeah.
to Ben Askren. And he did that in the fight. He was doing the back, like the hands in the back thing.
Oh,
And then biglang nag-sprint.
Grabe.
Diba?
And also the instinct of the wrestler when somebody's charging at you
Yeah.
would be
To take down.
Oo, di ba?
Yeah.
To basta mag-change yung elevation.
Mm-mm.
Pero basta nobody saw it coming.
Dude, yeah.
How about the BMF fight?
Oh.
BMF title.
Nate versus Jorge.
Diba?
Yeah.
Well, to those who don't know, in the UFC they just created a new belt. It's called the Bmf Belt because there's two superstars who are really huge, but they're not title holders.
Yeah,
Diba? That's the
yeah.
problem. So, but they wanted to. Kumbaga, that fight would be so huge. It's kumbaga, it doesn't do justice if they're not main event.
Yeah.
And to make it more attractive, diba, the UFC decided to throw in a belt
Yeah.
and literally create a new title,
Yeah.
diba? Would you like to tell them what BMF means?
Why don't you tell them?
Diba? It's called the BMF belt, and that, I mean, it literally means badass motherfucker belt.
Yes.
It's a badass
Exactly.
motherfucker belt. Yun, 'di ba? There's an official title sa UFC. Well, magkakaroon. Wala pang mananalo
Yeah.
kasi undetermined pa as of now. Pero we will find out next week na ba?
November 2? 3? 2?
November 2 ba?
First week of November, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another stack
Dude, yeah.
card.
It's so stacked.
Grabe.
What else is there?
Let's find out. Let's look.
What else is in the card?
Tingnan natin. UFC ano ba yun?
240.
UFC 245?
245.
UFC 245 could be o 244. 244 siguro. Let's see. Kasi 243 yung last this month. Huh. Eto, yan. 244. Let's see. Of course, this is ano. Ay, teka. Nasaan?
Yung fight card, maybe on Google.
Images. Photos. Let's see. Pero, eto pa, Gastelum versus Till.
Oh, dude.
Shit.
Dude, yeah.
Gastelum versus Till.
Oh,
yung co-main event niya.
That's heavy.
The Cuban Jesus.
Cuban Jesus.
Cuban Jesus. That's what they call him.
Yeah.
Diba? Cuban Jesus.
Versus the kangaroo man. Kangaroo.
Kasi, may tawag, nalimutan ko, kangaroo meat ba yun?
Kasi,
yeah, there's a kangaroo.
yung meme na kangaroo, si Nate Diaz.
Grabe. Pero, funny lang talaga. Parang maaalala mo talaga siya eh. Di ba?
Yeah.
Nasa Nate Diaz
Yeah,
diba? Diba?
it's uncanny.
Let's look at that.
Let's look at that.
Tingnan natin. Let's look for that photo. Nate Diaz, kangaroo. Nate Diaz, kangaroo. Where is that?
Oh,
Ano,
yeah,
di ba
yeah.
parang kamukha niya.
Kamukha niya talaga.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, motherfucker. So, who would you pick? Masvidal or Nate?
I would like root for Jorge because
Jorge?
he's my favorite right now.
Really?
But yeah, but you know, Nate is Nate Diaz, so I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Well, I was when he fought the last time against Pettis. Parang parang kasi Nate Diaz hasn't fought in 3 years since he last fought Conor, di ba?
Yeah.
Yan, yun yung pinakang yung mga hindi nanonood ng UFC siguro, if you at least seen Conor McGregor. Siya yung parang arch nemesis niya for one time, di ba? Until now pa rin naman. That the third fight against Conor would always be there, di ba?
Yeah.
Kahit siguro mga 50 na sila,
Yeah.
papanoorin ko pa rin, di ba? Anyway, so this guy is the one who defeated Conor McGregor in the first fight.
Yeah.
When Conor got to even the score the next time
Yeah.
around. Pero he wasn't able to finish it.
Yeah.
Diba? And lots of fans are still saying na parang
There's no justice. There's no real justice.
Diba? So, now, he's fighting for... Kumbaga, that sealed the badass motherfucker contendership. Pero he's been doing that for his entire career. Diba?
Yeah.
You remember the time when he parang triangle choked tinriangle niya tapos nagfi-flip siya ng bird.
Yeah, it's epic. Yeah.
Doon ko siya tapos nagpe-flex siya, di ba? Tapos habang huling grabe yun. That is my favorite Nate Diaz moment.
Yeah.
Nakalak na eh.
Oo, di ba? Parang when he secured the lock nung submission. That's one of the coolest. Hanapin nga natin yun. Hanapin pa ba natin? Sige. Pero grabe, that's
yeah.
that would be there. Siguro top 10 siguro yun. Pero my favorite UFC moment, you know what? That's one of the, if I'm gonna compile a highlight reel ng best moments ng UFC as fight moments,
Yeah.
that would be there. Siguro top 10 siguro yun. Pero my favorite UFC moment, you know what? Kung alin.
What?
When Rose na Mayunas.
Yeah.
But not the fight hindi yung hindi yung knockout mismo. When Joe Rogan and then when Dana White was putting the belt on her. Tapos parang she was fighting off the tears. He was fighting back the tears.
I'm just a normal person.
Tapos siya, basta that was dahil favorite ko si Rose. Si Rose na Mayunas yung favorite fighter ko ngayon talaga. Dahil ko siya, and also the backstory about Rose is she had been parang battling depression, may mga ganong issues siya And for the longest time, si Joanna, yung J-Check before, was also parang pinipick siya on that. Parang, you are unstable. You are parang mentally unstable ka. You're not fit to become a champion. Ganyan. So, hindi mo kakayanin. Parang, she went there.
She went there.
Diba? Tapos tong si Rose, alam ko, naging pa siya parang victim pa siya ng sexual abuse when she was young. Parang gano'n. So, there's a lot of things that alam mo yun, that could have broken her. And she was broken for a long time until she found martial arts and his yung team niya ngayon, her team. Tapos when, 'di ba, every time she fights before, siya, parang lagi siyang umiiyak. Manalo, matalo, iyak siya ng iyak. Kaya parang people were saying she's unstable She was too emotional. And then kaya when I saw her na, for me lang parang ang parang interpretation ko of how she acted when finally, of course, the ultimate dream is to become a champion, di ba? So despite everything na parang shit, parang iyakin ako unstable ako. At kumbaga, to some extent, it's true Totoo rin naman talaga. And then nakuha niya yung ultimate prize, di ba? Tapos hindi ako iiyak. Oh shit. It was a great moment for me. Let's find the video of that. Teka, hanapin natin. Kasi parang pag nakikita ko yun, parang naluluha nga ako. Sobrang mahal ko si Rose. Hanapin nga natin yun. Gusto ko makita ulit. Rose na Mayunas. Rose na...
Tawa ko sabi, I'm just a normal person.
Tapos sabi niya, parang dinadownplay niya ba? Dinadownplay niya yung Ito ba yun? Teka. Ito ba yun? Iyan, Parang, tapos titigil siya. Iyan, she toughened up. Diba? Tapos iyak na siya. It's a beautiful moment. Iyan, tapos she fought back the tears.
I'm at a loss for words. That was unbelievable.
the winner and new UFC strawweight champion of the world, Rose Namajunas. How does that sound to you?
Man, it sound like butter. Sound like butter.
Does this even feel real?
No, it don't. I feel like a movie right now.
There was so much tension and so much emotion leading up to this fight. The weigh-ins, she was saying all kinds of crazy stuff to you, and you were reciting the Lord's Prayer. What was going through your mind when all this was happening?
There's so much like crap going on in the media, news and stuff, and I just want to try and use my gift of martial arts to try and make this world a better place and change the world. This belt don't mean nothing, man. Just be a good person. That's it. You know, this is extra. This is awesome, but let's just give each other hugs and be nice, man. I mean, I know we fight, but this is entertainment. You know, afterwards, it's nothing.
Rose, out of all the ways that people thought you were going to win this fight, winning by knockout was very low on that list.
Oh my God.
When you dropped bombs on
Oh,
her,
nga,
and
no?
she
Did you
tapped
expect?
through the
How
strikes.
surprised were
Now
you?
I was
are the
shocked.
new strawweight champion of the world. Tell us how you feel.
I feel like
She's
a normal
very
person, man.
pretty.
That's it.
She's
I'm just
very
regular.
beautiful.
Ain't nothing special here.
There's something special whether you admit it or
Downplayed.
not. Congratulations on an amazing performance. It was an
Nothing
honor to
special
call
here,
your
Your
fight. Rose Namajunas, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh man, grabe. Grabe, my favorite fighter. So tapos the thing is, 'di ba parang with Ronda Rousey, with Miesha Tate, obviously they're very skilled fighters.
Yeah.
'Di ba? Pero they also capitalized on their looks.
Yeah,
'Di ba?
yeah.
So kasi kasama yun sa package eh. And this si Rose, I would say she's way prettier than Ronda. For me, personally. And then she shaves her head.
Yeah.
Diba? Parang wala siyang pakialam dun sa aesthetics eh. Sa itsura niya with the, alam mo yun, yung, kumbaga, she's not using her looks as leverage para lalo yung maging sikat. So, parang, wow. Pero kung tutuusin, well, siguro wala rin sa personality niya talaga.
Sinabi niya ata, diba, it gets in the way.
Oh,
Yeah,
sinabi
yeah,
niya ba yun?
She was fighting, kaya she shaved her head.
It gets in the way. Interesting. Anyway, pero I didn't, like everybody else, parang when it was announced that she was about going to fight Joanna, parang sabi nga ni Chael Sonnen, it's like a sheep, parang
Getting prepared.
Parang inaakay mo na siya sa
Inaalay.
sa slaughterhouse,
Yeah.
'di ba? Parang ganun yung Tapos I feel sorry for you. Parang ganun. And then wow, shocks the world,
Yeah.
man. Grabe. So, what else? What other moments? Favorite fight na lang, favorite fight.
Favorite fight. I really liked yung kay Cub Swanson and the Doo-ho Choi, the Korean guy.
Okay.
It's underrated, but it's an awesome fight.
Oo
Like,
nga.
back and forth eh. And then si Doo-ho Choi towards the end, he wouldn't give up. Like, parang na siyang he's
Pero-
like a punch and bag na.
Yeah,
Basically.
yeah. Pero was it stopped? TKO ba
It
yun?
wasn't stopped.
It wasn't
Yeah,
stopped.
it
Pero
wasn't stopped.
Cub Swanson won, di ba?
Yeah, he won.
He also won.
Yung recent.
Recent. That's Sunday.
Yeah.
Saturday kanila. Diba? Against
Yeah.
Prawn
Dude, I
Gracie.
didn't expect that.
Grabe yun, no?
Yeah.
Alam mo yun, what would you say to people who are missing out on MMA? Pero,
Dude,
di ba,
yeah.
iba
It's
no?
different.
It's the primal na
And like,
kinikiliti sa'yo.
What I could say about the fighters, like what I observed, I guess, like with Cub Swanson or Cowboy, like Cowboy was like on a losing streak before, and then he fought, I think, Mike Perry, because he's a dad now, and like he had like a
Yeah.
different level to him of some sorts, because it's like some kind of mindset to be in a certain level as a fighter or as anything else, because there's something that's driving you, and it's not skill wise, it's in the mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, iba yung ano eh. The other thing about these athletes, parang uh, combat sports, a lot of them at least would say that the combat sports save their lives. Kasi yung, alam mo yun, yung penchant for violence, for fighting.
Yeah.
Parang if, kung wala daw, kung di sila naging professional athletes, they probably ended up in prison a long time ago,
Yeah.
diba? Kasi ano talaga eh, meron talaga silang, let's say, alam ko sinabi yan ni Rumble Johnson, diba? Si Rumble, diba? I think sina Nate Diaz din.
Nate.
Kasi they were, sina Nate and Nick and Nate Diaz were parang mga batang hindi masyadong naalagaan ng parents
Yeah.
diba? So parang this coach dun sa isang jiu-jitsu dojo, whatever, kung saan man yun.
Yeah.
Tapos parang they took them. Si Nick Diaz muna, Nate's older brother, and then took him under his wing.
Yeah.
Tapos dun sila may libreng pagkain. Diba? It's awesome, no? It's awesome how these people would be the most dangerous people around.
Yeah,
Tapos
yeah.
they're also very, very kind, diba?
Yeah.
Diba?
Yeah.
Yun ang isang thing about the fighters that I really find fascinating.
Yeah.
It adds to the ewan, diba?
And I guess like it's also kind of an output, you know, like because with a rough childhood, like you said, with like the different fighters, they have rough childhoods or they weren't treated right, and it's like their escape, I guess. And it goes the same with, you know, with music or with arts or with anything. There you have an escape.
Yeah.
It's your escape, basically.
Yeah, that's true, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the emotions, it's to be, can you imagine what it's really like na parang you're really pushed dun sa, kasi I've always been most of the time, well actually probably 98% of the time, talagang ano lang ako parang happy, and I've always managed to manage my emotions, basically, parang ganun. So parang hindi ko na entertain yung mga, of course I'm a writer eh. If I want to imagine a really violent scene, I can. Kumbaga yung talagang the most gory, I can do that inside my head. Pero yung actual na parang parang meron kang gusto mo talagang gawin yun, parang I haven't experienced that.
I guess it's depends on the different kind of output. Like what I said, you can have MMA, martial arts as your escape, and you can also have music as your escape, or writing, or drawing, arts, and other stuff. So
what's your most preferred outlet?
I would say music, but you know, since I also want to dabble with the MMA stuff, just, you know, just in training, the Muay Thai stuff. So yeah, that's also an output, an escape.
Do you get to spar with
I've sparred with my coach palang. Yeah,
okay.
Just, you know, friendly sparring, like just for learning, not yung actual match. No.
How long have you been training?
About a year, I think. About a year, yeah.
Muay Thai.
Yeah.
Wow. Do you plan on competing?
I don't know. Not sure. I don't know.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll
I
see.
don't know.
Well, there are mga sa ano lang dun sa gym lang mismo, di ba? Parang friendly competitions. Although
minsan hindi yan friendly eh.
Oo nga. Well, actually, when I haven't been going to the gym for a while, pero when I were sa boxing, parang minsan pupunta lang ako kasi my coach would say na may mag-i-sparring doon. Oy, may sparring kasi I told them to text me pag may mag-i-sparring eh. Kung free ako, manonood ako.
Yeah.
Pupunta lang ako doon para, alam mo yun, okay, manonood ako ng sparring. And grabe yung mga minsan nagkakapikunan sila. Lalo na yung mga coaches mismo. Ang galing din talaga eh. So, what's your the most parang have you seen any violent na nangyari talaga personally in your gym or?
But it's something that I covered like an event. It's not in the gym.
Oh yeah.
So yung mga events with Dojo Drifter, like the recent one that we did was muscle contest.
Muscle contest?
Yeah. So my MMA amateur naman lahat. May MMA match, my boxing match, and wala tang jiu-jitsu. Pero meron ding parang drills yung, what do you call that? The drills, drills.
Ano yan?
Circuit.
Yeah,
Circuit. Okay.
Yeah, there's like circuit training stuff. Tapos meron pang nagzumba. So yeah. Tapos meron pang bodybuilding all in one.
Zumba competition?
It's like a festival of fitness. It was so awesome.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Tapos meron ding bodybuilding thing. And then yung MMA, wala silang headgear or yung mga footgear. It's pretty intense. It got bloody and they're just amateurs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not friendly at all.
Wow. It's also parang yung mga in the local scene, it gets real talaga eh. Yung mga gyms, mga magkakaaway din talaga eh. Well, I don't know how deep yung away talaga. Pero definitely the competition goes beyond the competition level, di ba?
Yeah.
Merong parang yung pride siguro, di ba? Ganyan. And siguro, syempre, payabangan yan.
Yeah.
Pare-pareha silang mga maton eh. Diba? So, anyway, let's say hi to Hige. And also Camille. Uy! Si JJ, Chef JJ Ville is also watching. Anyway, Powerful Miko Sawayan was watching at one point. Hi. What's up, man? Balik kayo sa invite ko ulit si Miko soon. Kasi may he's one of the top comic book artists in the Philippines. Do you are you into art as well? As in drawing, illustration? Kasi you're into visuals, diba?
Yeah. I did like acrylic painting in high school before, and I still do some sketching right now, like just with pencil and paper. Just sketching. Yeah.
Are you aware about do you know about this Inktober thing?
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
I made a post last month that I'm gonna participate, but alam mo yun, pwede pa naman akong humabol.
That's nice. Yeah.
Anyway, pero it's
Is it just purely ink or sketching?
Ideally it's ink. Pero me, digital kasi na ako most of the time ngayon. So digital Inktober yung ginagawa ko. Pero the finish image would be black and white or may gradient na.
Basta black and white.
Basta hindi color.
Okay.
Ganun.
Okay.
Siguro pwede yun sa Inktober. Kasi ink nga eh. Although may mga colored inks, 'di ba? Pero yun.
I used to do yung pen and ink, like yung dots.
Pointillism.
Yeah.
I can parang I think I have an idea whether the
But it's also,
drawings that you make.
It's like you can shade it with just the dots, and there's like different kinds of pens that are the sizes. So.
Diba? It's pero how about your photography?
Photography.
Are you hindi ka ba masyadong serious doon like with the music?
It's more of like a freelance thing, like what I do with,
yeah, Dojo Drifter nga pala.
Yeah.
So, Pero nagvi-video ka rin sa Dojo
Yeah,
Junction?
photo, video, like coverage, basically.
Awesome. So, yun. Hi to Gab Pangalangan, man. Sama natin siya pag pag nag
Fight companion.
fight companion.
Yeah.
Para lubos-lubosin na natin,
Yeah,
di ba?
yeah.
Diba,
It's gonna be lit.
nag-JJRE na rin tayo dito. Mag-fight companion na rin tayo. Anyway, so what else can you share about your music that I haven't asked?
What do you want?
Anyway, well, I suppose, are you you said you're coming up with an album soon?
An EP.
An
An
EP.
EP first. So I'm just currently recording like full studio album. EP, yeah.
How many songs will be on the EP?
Probably four
Four?
or five first. So
Cool. Do you have any may timeline ka ba dyan on when?
because
Have you started recording?
I've started recording. It's just
Awesome.
the whole scheduling thing. Yeah, because you have work also. So I guess that's one of the things about being an independent musician here. Like you gotta have a day job to support it, to support your craft.
That's true. Are you diba kasi it's a creative thing. Yung baga thing ng creatives yan na parang going after your passion and then sacrificing financial supremacy. Pero 'di ba I think parang lahat ng creatives ganun eh. No matter on which field.
I think everyone wants to do their own thing.
Yeah.
As a creative.
How about your folks? Parang were they supportive?
The music, yeah.
The music,
for sure, yeah.
Cool. 'Di ba? At least hindi mo problema 'yon, 'di ba? Kasi to a lot of people yun yung mga yung pinakamalaking hassle, 'di ba? It's great. Cool. So I suppose we can do the last song.
The last song.
Yeah. All right. Powerful Komiksman podcast. Wait, Hyde just asking what does she do for work? She's a filmmaker and a freelance filmmaker, photographer and an editor. Diba?
Yeah.
We discussed that earlier. So what's this next song gonna be?
This next song is called Revenge.
Revenge! Ah, I love it. Hyde, check out her songs no kaninang pinerform niya. Grabe.
It's Revenge.
Woo! That's intense. How can ano yun, a very soothing song could be so intense. Diba? That's the Dana Blaze. Tawag doon. Basta sobrang lupit. Grabe.
Thank you.
Yun. Chef JJ is is digging the song. Really great. Really awesome. So, yeah, are there any things that you wanna say before?
Say.
That's the last song, right? So,
Yeah.
alright.
So I have a gig on October 26th. It's like a Halloween thing. If you guys wanna,
Are you dressing up?
yeah, gonna dress up.
Can
Yeah.
you say what?
I'm not sure yet, so I'm gonna think about it still. But yeah, the gig is on Catch 272, October 26th.
Ano yung mga, what are the, ano yan, you've dressed up as what before?
Before, I've dressed up as an angel,
Angel!
as ironic as it sounds.
Is it a goth angel?
It's like it's a very lazy costume. Just an angel halo and a white dress.
Oh, no wings?
Don't have the budget for wings.
Teka, mag-shot muna tayo. Wow, so I've never been into costumes. Pag dati sa office, magko-costume, di ako pupunta. Doon ako pinaka-corny sa lahat. Sa mga costumes na yan. So, yun. Painom ako. Cheers!
Oh, yeah.
Yun! Grabe, shout out. Uy, nagpapa-shout out si Joshua Del Barrio.
Hey, it's Josh.
Uy, Lester, ba't hindi ka nagko-comment? Diba?
Hey, Josh.
Dapat tinulungan nyo ako sa mga tanong kay Dane eh. Diba? Itong hi Mars, Joshua.
Oh no.
Mars na daw siya. She says, oh no.
Yeah, it's my nickname in high school.
Really? Mars?
Let's not get into it.
Dana Blaze. It's an interesting name. So I'm not gonna ask anymore kung bakit Dana Blaze. But thank you very much for doing this, Dana. So cheers.
Cheers.
Kasama C. Man.
Cheers.
Cheers, man. Woo! Teka, lagay natin para kita tayo lahat. Alright! Yan. What's up? Naku, yan. May nagtatanong. Babasahin ko ba ito, Aij? Huwag na. Hindi ko na babasahin. Basahin mo na lang later.
Okay.
Nice one. Thanks everyone to everyone who watching still, and please share this episode. Check out the library. Sobrang dami ng episodes, and the JAMCast are coming every Wednesday. Thanks to Paradigm Shift Productions. And yun, check out the Facebook page. And Dana Blaze doesn't have a Facebook page just yet.
Yeah.
Why? Wala lang.
Reverse psychology. Yeah, that's what it is.
I like the answer. But she's on Instagram. Yeah, no, you can see the @Dana Blaze.
As it's pronounced.
Yeah. So and also subscribe to the Powerful Komiksman podcast on YouTube @Komiksman with a K, and watch out for more streams, and watch out for the Spotify, the podcast version, and the audio in Spotify and Apple Podcasts. There. Thanks so much, Dana.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thanks so
Yay.
much.
Thanks.
Sobra, I really appreciate it. Thank you
you.
for doing this. We'll do this again.
It was fun.
We'll do this
So
again.
fun. Yeah, for sure.
And also, when you, ano yun, pag nag-release ka ng albums and any time that
Yeah.
you're always welcome in the show.
Right.
All right.
Right.
And also the fight companion.
Yes. Yeah, I'm so down.
Are you really down to it?
I'm down.
Oh
yeah.
my God! Yes, meron na. No,
Fight companion.
would you be? How about let's say, we can do kahit over Facebook Messenger lang na video discussing a post fight
Like
something.
Skype thing.
Mga
Yeah,
ganun.
yeah. Pwede naman. Yeah.
Okay ka doon? Sige, let's see.
Yeah.
All right. Dana Blaze on JAMCast, Powerful Komiksman podcast. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.